Okay, okay, okay. If people can hear me, people can hear me, people can hear me. Okay, okay, okay. Ooh, yep. Hear me, people can hear me. But I got a lot. First time in the season, first time in the season, first time in the season, first time in the season. Ooh, I'm gonna pop off. Yeah, first time in the season. But I got a lot. First time in the season. Gonna act up, but I got no reason. Here we go. Let's do it. 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 We got hockey games going on. We have the Blackhawks versus the Sabres tonight. We Cake It is back. We are live tonight. We are live tonight. I'm live. You're live. Actually, it's just me being live. Maybe I should turn the camera a little bit so I don't keep sliding around. Yeah. I'll be staring at that camera. Who'll be messaging me? Oh my gosh, that's my mom. Bobby messaging me, but tonight we are watching our main hockey game for tonight is going to be the Chicago Blackhawks versus the Buff. Dude, I'm gonna have these little bat wings flapping all night. I gotta figure something out. I gotta figure something out. But locking back on in, Blackhawks at Sabres. The Sabres, the Sabres. Oh, the Sabres. We got a lot to talk about tonight, but this is Week Caking. I am Week Caking. And I am going to be doing some live casting tonight, some live play-by-play, live reactions. We're going to talk about the plays. We're going to talk about the things I don't like. We're going to talk about the things that I like. So I'm going to talk to you, the hockey fans in the chat. So wherever you at, hop in that chat. We at, hockey fans? Where you at? Where you at, hockey fans? Where you at? Anyways, Sabres, Blackhawks. We're starting off right now. It looks like the Sabres are repping the Buffalo goat head, as some people call it, jersey. Look at this beautiful close up of Peyton Krebs, one of the Golden Knights draft picks, I believe, who was traded in that Eichel trade. Peyton Krebs right there. That is what some fans call the goat head jersey. Now, this is a very unique matchup that we have going on tonight. Both teams, pretty much the bottom of the NHL for both of them. Let's go to the NHL app for live updates. Live updates and live news. Let's go to those standings. Hey, all right, we're going to the league. Yeah, they're 2 spots away. The Blackhawks are in dead last, and then we got the Sabres 2 spots behind them at the 30th place. Now, both teams are in pretty big rebuilds right now. However, one of those teams, almost a breakaway for the Blackhawks. The Sabres regroup. They enter the zone. Can they make an offensive attack? They try to send it towards the net. It gets to no one. Blackhawks going to regroup, send that puck away. You're going to notice that my attention's going to be getting grabbed, so I'm going to be talking about stuff, and then my jaw will probably hit the floor when I see something crazy like that. I also have more hockey. I got more than one hockey game turned on right now, just so everybody knows. So you're going to hear me yell, and it's probably not going to even be the game to talk about. So we talking hockey tonight. We talking hockey. I got the Devils Hurricanes. I'm honestly gonna have every hockey game going on tonight. I like hockey. What can I say? What can I say? Anyways. So why is this matchup tonight so unique? Like I said, both teams are rebuilding, but the difference is one team hasn't made the playoffs in 12 seasons, could be 13 seasons, and the other team has won 3 Stanley Cups in the last 14 seasons. One team has 2 first overall pick defensemen, and one team has 2 first overall pick forwards, one apparently the second coming of Jesus, and one guy that has actually played for the Sabres, Taylor Hall. So as you see, we do have some hockey cards out in front of you. I like using visual representations to help people see what I could be talking about. And the other thing, it's fun to look at the different pictures, the different artwork, the different foil techniques that Upper Deck and some of these other trading card game collectible companies and whatever do for these beautiful collectible items of sports memorabilia, because I find them unique. I find them beautiful. And hopefully, one of my biggest goals with this channel, by being Weekakian, is to not only share my love of hockey with you, but it's to share my love of trading cards and collectibles. And you're gonna see me rocking all around the place. I'm just a pretty hype guy. I have a lot of energy, and I gotta share this with my dad. I hit live, live, share. We're gonna rock and all. Yeah, pretty hype guy. I have a lot of energy, and I gotta share this with my dad. All right, share it with the dad. All right, back to it. Locking in, locking in. Sorry if I sniffle a little bit. Let me know if I am. Like, yell at me if I am. My nose has been bothering me. Now, the Blackhawks do have it in the Sabres defending zone there. Let's see if the Sabres can break it out. A little whack to the sticks, and it does go to neutral ice. Blackhawks continue to maintain possession of the puck. They'll just dump it, though. They had possession. They're like, you know what? We're getting pressured. Screw this. A lot of teams with some younger players might make those type of decisions. Other times, you're just forced to be put in decisions like that, put into positions like that where you have to make decisions. Positions and decisions. Decision of position or position of decision with precision. Sabres are going to skate it all the way back, though. Blackhawks going to attempt to power and pile this puck right through the offensive zone right now. Taylor Hall with it. Him and Bedard unable to connect. Looks like we got, who is that? Paterka? Krebs? I can't see. He's moving too fast. Hockey players, man, they move quick. They do move quick. Now, like I was saying, why are these teams are obviously both doing pretty poorly in the league from what I told you, their placings. Uh, that's just their stats, right? It's just their blatant factual stats. What do you do? So, when I'm talking about their players right now, what should you be looking out for? What should you be expecting? And let's kind of give you a small kind of low cap of the game, just so you kind of know what to kind of expect from some of the performances tonight from some of these hockey players. Do it on my computer. I got two phones over here that I'm pretty much DJing with. And then I have my computer, of course. I got two televisions going on right now. Blackhawks make, oh! One of the Blackhawks players was skating in for a shot. He started to lose an edge. Can they wrap it around? They can't. Blackhawks maintain possession, though. Can they do anything with it? They can't. Number 73. With some speed on the Blackhawks. Is that Vlasic? Maybe it's 72. Vlasic. He's on my fantasy team. Vlasic's on my fantasy team. Now, we're going to start actually with the Sabres. They're the home team. They're the defenders. Let's go with the Sabres. Can they get the shot off? They get the pass, but failure to make the tip is Benson. The Blackhawks are attempting to defend, but just not doing the best job. The Sabres at the same time, not doing the best to score. But they are maintaining possession. Roughly about 8 minutes gone from this hockey game. Bowen Byram's going to just whip it on in. He's unable to get it in. It's get blocked in neutral ice. Sabres dump it in. Can they do anything with it? Some passing. A little Dougie, but the net gets knocked off of the pegs, and we're going to have a face-off. Pretty lame game. Krebs just sitting there like, what's going on, man? All right. So, Buffalo Sabres. First line, as reported by Daily Faceoff. I will definitely use my sources. You got line one, starting at left wing, moving on over to center, and then right wing. I will maintain that same posture for these entire four lines. Zucker, Thompson, Tuck, Turka, Cousins, Quinn, Benson, Kulik, Krebs, and Mallison, McLeod, and Lafferty. Now, obviously, right now we got some first line action, we got some second line action, and then we got some defensive action over here for the Sabres. Your defensive pairings are Rasmus Dahlin and Bowen Byram, Matthias Samuelsson and Owen Power, and then Jacob Bryson and Connor Clifton. Goalies are right now Ukko Pekka and James Reimer. I actually don't remember who they even went with tonight. I will be able to poke back into the scores over here and look to see who they went with for this evening. Who's making Peter Mrazek for the Blackhawks. And it looks like Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen for the Sabres. The Toronto Maple Leafs. So right now there are 4 games going on. Blackhawks Sabres, Maple Leafs Red Wings, Hurricanes Devils, and Bruins Blue Jackets. And right now the Maple Leafs scored 1 goal. Looks like David Kampf assisted solo by Steve Lorenz. Someone Lorenz? Lorenzo. Forget about it. Forget about it. Anyways, we got 4 games going on. That's the only game right now with a goal. About 8 minutes has passed just about in every hockey game so far. Now locking back in the Sabres, going back to that first line right now. Zucker, Thompson, Tuck. Right now, Thompson and Tuck are honestly the ones that I would keep your eye open for. Those are the big guns. Those are the ones that have been scoring a lot. Now, Zucker, that's a player that's kind of been a journeyman over the last few seasons. Of course, got drafted by the Wild, played there for a good probably 6 or so seasons, went to the Penguins, didn't work out, went to the Coyotes, obviously it didn't work out, and now he's here on the Sabres trying to figure it out. Will he figure it out? I mean, honestly, I hope every player figures it out. Everyone likes a good story, and everyone likes to see players succeed. Now, looking at the team right now for the Sabres, you got Tage Thompson with 26 points, 17 goals right now. So he's leading the team with those statistics. I was looking down. I don't even know what was going on in the game. I'm over here reading stats instead. Then you have JJ Peterka right now with 25 points, 10 goals. So Thompson and Peterka are definitely the players that are leading the Sabres. Those are definitely the players that are popping off. Those are definitely the players that, if you're watching the game, those are the players I would highly, highly, highly recommend keeping an eye out for. And then as we continue going on for the Sabres, Zucker has 23 points right now and 9 goals. So he's not too far behind. Just don't have a Jason Zucker Sabres card right now. So sometimes I might have the card for the player. I am still working on making some kind of makeshift jerseys and paper clipping them to some of my trading cards so that even though I might not have that player for that specific team, I might still be able to display that player. That way I'm not always just having to, for some of these players that play on like 7 different teams, it's kind of almost possible. I'm going to have a great. Great. And right now, on national television, they're just talking about Alex Tuch right now. So for Alex Tuch right now, like I said, he's got 1 goal in the last 12 games, 25 points, 9 goals. So Tuch, Zucker both have 9 goals. Thompson has 17 and Peterka has 10. So I mean, it's you need more, especially from Tuch. Hopefully, Tuch at this point in the season would be at maybe 15 goals. I know that's kind of outrageous production for him, but you've seen him almost get to 40 goals. This is a great player, and he's playing in his hometown, so he's going to be a little bit more revitalized. Now, of course, not some of the what we've seen in the media, the 13, 12 game losing streak that the Sabres just finally got rid of. Honestly, that was one of the biggest reason that I decided to watch this game and cast this game tonight. Sabres getting wrecked, man, and you almost just can't figure it out. It has to be the goaltending. It's the only thing I can think about. You got 2 first overall pick defensemen. I know Dahlin's really starting to figure it out now, but Power's still probably got a season before you really are going to start expecting some production out of that guy. Not saying that you don't expect some out of him now. They just are paying him $8 million a season. Sabres score! Looks like Benson redirected the puck in. Oh, it definitely was. Benson. Zachary, I got to switch my camera on over to it. Zach Benson with the goal. And we're lagging. Don't lag on me when they score. That's the last thing I want. Don't do this to me. Come on, television. I like when my game freezes. Come on, internet. You wonder why the game freezes and not the stream, right? Refresh. Nope. Oh, man, we're trying to get back online. But I mean, the Sabres, like I was saying, after that 12-game losing streak, that's like losing for an entire month. An entire month of just lose, lose, lose. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. Whatever you're doing is wrong. Whatever you're doing is wrong. Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. And eventually, it's just not working. Eventually, it's just not working. And so right now, I'm trying to make it work right now. And with the Sabres, I mean, it's weird because you look at Bedard, first year, fantastic production. You're like, this kid's going to be an absolute superstar in the league, no doubt about it. This season, yeah, he is having a little bit of a skid. He is going a lot slower, but I think that the way you got to look at it is he's first season, man, second season. I don't want to say sophomore slump, but I think he's still learning the league. And while by still learning the league, I mean he's still getting used to the way that the league moves. And of course, getting your job broken in your first season isn't necessarily going to help with overall confidence. It's not necessarily going to make you instantly just start trusting things or whatnot. You know what I mean? So everything's going to be a lot different moving forward for him. And you kind of hope he doesn't have a lot of PTSD or fear, but unfortunately, with the game of hockey, it's a physical game, and those are the big hits are things that you're going to have to be aware of, and watch out for. Sabres with another shot to the net. Blackhawks going to skate the puck on out. All right. Posting, posting. Always be posting. Always be talking hockey. You got to make sure everything's popping off right now. I'm using maximum power. That that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, all right, all right, all right. So we still haven't seen who scored. I was too busy talking stats over here, everybody. So Benson scored. So, oh, let me show it. Oh, this is going to be cool. Watch this, everybody. Well, listen to this. Or both. Are you serious? How do I not have his card here? I gotta give me like 30 seconds, everybody. You'll still be with me because I got the clip on microphone. But I gotta locate the card. I not have his card out there. He's like well, I guess he was injured, and I was wondering if he was when he was coming back. So I guess that part makes sense as far as like why I won't have his card right now. And if you're wondering who I'm talking about, you'll have to see in a moment. All right, all right, all right. I found it. I found it. I found it. All right, everybody, listen to this. Listen to this. Here's my first attempt at this. My first attempt. Oh, I don't have any water. And she probably can't grab it from me right now. All right. Here we go. We'll move the mouse. Push the controller to the side. Sorry for the Buffalo Sabres. Left wing, number 9, Vincent. Assisted by Rasmus Dahlin, your Buffalo Sabres captain. Also assisted by Bowen Byram, number 4 for your Sabres. How did that go? How did that go? That was cool. That was cool. I like doing that. I just like talking hockey. I like talking hockey. What did we miss during all of that time? See something crazy happen. I got spoiled by the app, everybody, and your TV might be a little faster than my internet. Who knows? Power. Fix it. I don't know who that is. He's skating in. 91. Who's 90? Is that Lafferty? Blackhawks try and get it out. Can they do it? They can't. Sabres regain a little bit of circling around the front of the net. They can't get it. The Blackhawks don't know where they're going. The Sabres, puck goes out to neutral ice. They're going to pass. What is going on right now? I'm a minute behind, everybody. I'm a minute behind. Okay, we got to figure this out. Tell them I'm live again. I'm live again. All right, here. Oh my gosh, I got spoiled so hard, everybody. So hard. All right. Come on. Sucks. Why is my cast so far behind, man? All right, whatever. I'm at 7:53. Wind up shot. Thompson falls on his keister. Can they do it? They send it back to the point. The Sabres. Who is it? No one other than Byram. Darling wheels, waits, sends it, rips it, squeaks through, score! Then Alex Tuck right off on the side. We were just talking about Tuck having his goal slump. Alex Tuck with his goal slump, finally getting on the board. Finally, as they say in the hockey world, get in there. That was more of like a dog. Oh, a monkey. Get the monkey off of your back. Alex Tuck gets his 12th goal, 10th goal of the season. 9 plus 1 is 10. We can learn math. Well, sometimes when the hockey is too hype, you forget how to math. Now the game is going. Blackhawks try to clear it. It goes to neutral ice. Sabres battle. Sabres forget it. Cousins centers it. Shot Benson. Not Benson, but it's a goal. Is it Benson? No, it is Jack Quinn. Quinn with the goal. Quinn with the goal. Quinn with a go. He got the goal. He got the goal. Quinn. Stunning. Look at that photo. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Look at that beauty of a player. Quinn rockets it. And out of nowhere, it's a 3-0 beatdown by the Buffalo Sabres. That's nuts. We're talking about the hot players, and just like that, they're popping off. Maybe if I start talking about the Blackhawks, they'll start popping off. 5th goal for Jack Quinn right now. 2 goals in 15 seconds, as reported by ESPN. 2 goals in 15 seconds by the Sabres. That's insane. That's insane. Shoot the puck. Shoot the puck. Just do it. The fans yell enough. And just like that, dude, I gotta refresh my cast now. Because I saw I saw it pop up that there was all these goals, and then I was like, oh man, is that seriously what's going on? All right, I'm back to 4 minutes. I refreshed it. Now let's kind of talk about what's going on around the league. Right now, it looks like the Maple Leafs have made it 2-0 against the Red Wings. Mitch Marner's 11th of the season with assists from John Tavares and somebody Myers. P. Moyers? P. Moyers. And then it looks like the Blue Jackets are beating the Bruins. They're up 1-0. Sean Monahan's 12th of the season, assisted by Zach Werenski and assisted by Kirill Marchenko. Not bad, not bad. I like it. And then I'm not sure if I said the Hurricanes did score also. Eric Robertson's ninth of the season, assisted by Blake, his fourth, and Brett Burns, his eighth of assists of the season. Very slow start, but the Hurricanes aren't always the teams that just bomb goals. Here we go. Sabres, Blackhawks back in action. Byram can't clear. Him and Hall back and forth. Looks like Clifton, I think that is. Sabres finally get it on 2-on-1. Here they go. Holds, waits. Six drops it and can't hold on to it. Blackhawks going to get it out. It's Jones. Seth Jones. But the Blackhawks, they screw it up. And now the Sabres, 3-on-2, 3-on-3. Tired players. Sabres cannot take care of the rebound. And Seth Jones with the puck right now. The Blackhawks are just going to set it in the back, and they're going to regroup. Teams changing. Murphy sends it to neutral ice, and out of nowhere, 2-on-1 develops shot right off the face of the Sabres goalie, Pekka Luukkonen with the saves. Players are diving. Sabres end up with the puck. They're going to try to control it around the back of the net. Power is pinned. He can't move. He can't move. Players will attack it. Sabres regain the possession of the puck. 12-1 shots right now. Obviously, the Sabres controlling the puck. 12-1 shots. There's a reason why the Blackhawks are at the bottom of the league. 12-1 shots. 2 minutes to go in the first period. Absolute insanity. And just while that scrum was going on, Andre Palat of the New Jersey Devils, 7th of the season, getting on the board, 1-1 hockey game, Devils Hurricanes. And Pavel Zacha, his 9th of the season as well, assisted by Pasternak. This is insane. This is pretty hype, though, I gotta admit. Now we just talking about our cards right now. All right, all right, all right. That was insane, though. But like seriously, for the Blackhawks, what are you doing? Two goals in 15 seconds. If that goal doesn't just scream shoot anytime you want to, just do it. Like, look at the results. He scored. He scored. That's all you have to do. Just rip the shot and score. Sounds so simple, right? Rip the shot. That shot looked so inopportune, but they were kind of on their heels. So you rip the shot, bing, bang, boom, you get the goal. Let's get these wraps. Like, just finish these guys. Shoot the puck. So many players are upset if they lose possession of the puck. Your team's a lot more upset if they make the zone entry and you don't get a shot off. Teams are a lot more upset about you if you don't get a shot off than if you just lose the puck. Get the shot. Take the shot. Devils again? Nico Hischier. Second goal. He's up 2-1. Actually, I don't know if it's his second goal of the season. I just said second goal. Now the Sabres. Let's kind of like I'm talking a lot about the Sabres because I feel like they deserve more of the conversation right now. I mean, up 3-0, being on that crazy long loss streak, losing 12 in a row, 13 in a row, losing for practically an entire month straight. Just the worst feeling ever. On Monday's game, they won 7. Who did they play on Monday? The Islanders. Just thrashed the Islanders 7-1. 7-1. Just an absolute beatdown. And I've been a bad streamer. Haven't checked the chat in like an hour. All right, looking at the chat now. Well, think about it though. Just that many games you've lost in a row. Like, just consider that like, oh, your playoffs almost dead. Like almost dead. What do you do to get this team back in this thing? Go! Oh, Sabres. Was that him? Was that him? Is it him? It is 4-0. The Buffalo Sabres ripped another goal. Dylan Cousins right there, everybody. This beauty. This is from the Metals Universe set right there. Dylan Cousins. Look at that beauty. If you look closely, there's spaceships in the background. Kinda neat. Kinda neat. Put you on top of Owen right now. Ah! I can't believe I did that. I'm so mad at myself. We're on 2. Sabres make it 5-0. He's pinned though. He's got nothing. Sends it back. Sends it around. No shot yet. Waiting. Changes. Sends it back. Can they do it? Ripper. Can't get enough wood on it. Regains the puck 10 seconds ago. Sabres still maintain possession. Krebs sends it in front. Can they maintain possession? They do. Send it in front. And it looks like the Blackhawks are going to get rid of the puck. Period 1 is done. 4 goals. 4 goals. Okay. First, I'm going to fix this stupid stuff up. That got me upset. Mr. Paterka. All right, I think we're back, everybody. But let's try and put Cousins on Powell. Dude, that was insanity. 4-0. So then we had first goal, Zach Benson. I mean, honestly, I should probably just take down all the Blackhawks players. They're not even playing tonight, apparently. I have some extra. These are called easels. Some extra easels. So I can put some of the other players up. I hear that my audio is distorted for some reason. Why is my audio distorted? All right, here we go. So, essentially what we got going on tonight is that Zach Benson scores right here, assisted by Darlene and Bowen Byram right here. So these guys all participate on the first goal. Second goal is Tuck, Thompson, and Darlene. So the second goal is these three guys, Darlene, Alex Tuck, and Paige Thompson. Then you get to the third goal is Quinn, Cousins, and Paterka. So Quinn, Cousins, and Paterka. And then the last one, it looks like it's just Cousins and Paterka. So the Sabres, I mean, absolute, like, it's so weird. I mean, 12, 13 games in a row. Lose, 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 lose. Win. It's not even like it was a squeak win. Like it was like a 5-4. Like it was just you had no defense. They were like you were scoring gritty goals, or they were clawing back, ripping goals, and it was just an absolute slap fest going on. And then you end up just slaughtering this team. Actually, 7-1, just slaughtering a team. Tonight you have 4 goals. 4 goals. That's actually crazy right now. 4 goals in the first period. 2 of them in 15 seconds. Like we were talking about, shoot the puck. So how do you go from losing that many games in a row to just straight out embarrassing teams? Now, also, let's consider the teams that they've beaten. They beat the Islanders on Monday, right? The Islanders currently within the entire NHL, 24th place. Sabres, 30th place. So I just want you to like there's a lot of different facts that go into talking about these teams, why they perform certain ways, why they're able to excel in certain ways. I bet he's waiting for it as an email. If only my dad knew that he could use his Gmail to talk in the chat. Let's see here. Where is Outlook? All right. I got my chat up. All right. So these guys, like I said, they're popping off. They're literally just scoring all these goals out of nowhere. Now, Islanders 24th out of 32 in the NHL, not in the playoffs right now. And then you look at the Sabres, they're 30th. Not super far, but I would say that when you're 24th, I feel like you're one mild hot streak away from being in the playoffs. So I wouldn't say they're not the worst, but they have potential to either do good or do bad at that point, right? You do better, you can get in the playoffs. You do worse, obviously, you're not going to get close to the playoffs. But the Blackhawks, they're the worst. Oh, sorry, the Blackhawks, they're the worst team in the NHL. So the 24th in the last place, 32nd, 8 places away. don't be too proud of yourself, is what I'll tell you. I mean, yes, you're scoring goals, and that's exactly going to build your confidence. But the Blackhawks are, if you're just thrashing the worst team in the league, I mean, it's kind of like beating up on your little brother. You're like, it feels good, but you should, but maybe you're not like much bigger than him either. And maybe you have a bigger brother and he can beat the crap out of you too. So like might just be how it is. I'll check on some other games. Maple Leafs up 3-0. That's like Mitch Marner with assists from Willie Nylander. So Marner's 12th of the season, Nylander's 18th assist, Tavares' 19th assist. Bruins Blue Jackets still 1-1. The mom wants to watch. So all these players, right? They're scoring out of nowhere. Like, and that's the thing about this Buffalo Sabres team that we've kind of been talking about for a while is that they're capable of scoring. Everybody knows that they're capable of scoring. I mean, Tage Thompson scored 40 goals in a season. Alex Tuck was at like 39, 38 goals. So he was pretty much 40 goals. Dino. So, like I was saying, these guys, they're scoring on it. Like everyone knows they have scoring potential, but for whatever reason, they haven't been scoring. Now they're scoring a lot. Now these guys are actually just going crazy right now. So what you have to say right now is be proud of yourself. Maybe you're figuring it out. You're getting that confidence right. You're scoring those goals. You might be feeling better about your participation, your activity within playing. But at the same time, it's 2 games. You've just lost 12, 13 games in a row. No one says that you can't go on a crazy streak. I mean, the Oilers were dead last, pretty much in almost in the same place that you are right now. Not this many loss streak, but they were almost dead last in the league, and then they just decided like, you know what, we're not losing anymore, and then they went up to first place and ended up playing for the Stanley Cup and lost. But I mean, that's just the way that you have to look at it right now if you're the Buffalo Sabres. You've got to look at it in the sense that you have a lot of guys that can produce. Maybe that's just like the worst growing pains that you go through. Maybe that's what it takes. Maybe that's what it takes right now if you're a Buffalo Sabres fan, if you're a Buffalo Sabres player. Hey, you get smacked like really effing hard for like a month, and then you just come back and you're just a great hockey club. I mean, you have 2 first overall picks. I mean, we'll take Cousins back off. I mean, we definitely want to see a lot more participation from Owen Power. I want to see, I mean, Bowen Byram, he's going to start showing a lot more potential. He's going to start participating a lot more. This team, and obviously, maybe Devin Levi will get a little bit, I mean, a little bit more confidence, more in the AHL, get a little bit more games under his belt. And then Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, right here, the goalie right now of the Sabres. He has to really. I think a lot of the Sabres' confidence comes from their goaltending. The more, I mean, I think when you're letting in quick goals, I mean, and first period goals are stingers, right? You let in 3 goals in the first, you're like, not only do we have that huge hill to climb, but we have that huge hill to climb essentially right at the beginning, right? And no one wants to be like, oh man, I got all this work to do instantly. And it's exactly what they've just done to this blast. So this hockey game's pretty much over. I mean, don't get me wrong, Connor Bedard on the Blackhawks, he's got potential to do almost anything he wants in this league. He is that talented. We know he's that talented. We've seen a lot about what he can do. I believe it. I totally believe it. I totally believe that he's going to be able to come out and take some shots on net. I mean, now listen to these stats. Listen to these stats. So we're in the intermission right now. About 4 minutes to go in this intermission. Listen to these stats. Now, let me. Oh shoot. Let me see if it at least gives me stats. Right now, my ESPN isn't working too well for streaming the game. So let's see if I can at least look at the stats because ESPN is pretty good with stats. NHL app isn't always the best with stats. Okay. 11 shots. So this is the official counter. 11 shots by the Sabres, 2 shots by the Blackhawks. 4 goals on 11 shots. That's like pretty much the third, every 3 shots you're scoring. Every 3 shots you're scoring. That's pretty good ratio. And then 2 shots by the Blackhawks. That's awful. That's 1 shot every 10 minutes. What are you doing? Oh, obviously, I mean, you're getting scored on. I mean, we saw it, we watched it. You're getting obliterated right now. Physicality, though. Generally, a team that's on the defense is going to have more of the blocked shots, generally more of the hits, trying to knock the offensive team off the puck, trying to, of course, regain control of the puck. 13 to 6 hits. So doubling up on hits for the Blackhawks. So that goes in favor for the Blackhawks. Now, what is insane is there has not been a single penalty. No penalty. 4 goals on even strength. That's pretty crazy. Now, a lot of those were breakaway goals. And is this Golden Knights hockey where the team just their entire game plan is we're going to poke a puck away and then we're just going to beat you on the rush? We're going to 2-on-1 you every single time? Because that's what they did. And they obviously went to the Stanley Cup final. This is insane to see that. Oh, we got to see some of these scores. They've both won 6 faceoffs, so they're both attacking good enough. They both are attempting to gain control of the puck decent enough. 5 blocked shots by the Blackhawks. So that's what I was talking about. The team, obviously, without the puck, isn't going to really be blocking a lot of the shots. But right now, the Blackhawks doing everything that they can to get in front of the puck to prevent the goals. Obviously, not doing good at all. I mean, they are doing awful. 4-0. And the first period is pretty much the death penalty. You are not going far. You are not being too successful. You are getting destroyed right now. 7 giveaways from the Blackhawks. Kind of what I'm talking about. Those giveaways that lead on. Giveaways is such a underappreciated statistic because especially in the NHL right now, what the target talent is the 2-on-1. The 2-on-1 game. The poke, the sprint, the forehand, backhand, the 2-on-1, the pass, the rip, the goal. The deke, the rip, the goal. That's it. That's the NHL right now. And if you can initiate that, that's how you win. All right. Turn my volume down. Now, the Sabres have 3 block shots, so they're still doing it. Like 3 block shots is still pretty good, I would say. They're obviously not letting them score, so they're doing everything they can. Obviously, with only 2 shots, you're not blocking a whole lot. But that's pretty much the stats that we have from period 1. Period 2 is about to begin pretty soon here. I'm gonna hop back over here to my ESPN app or NHL app. Wow. You just gotta wonder how that's even possible. Rip legend in sports. Greg Gumbel, sports anchor. Unfortunate to hear. S&P, have a Gumbel. You're a good one. Thanks for everything you've done for the sports industry. Big ups. Take it easy up there. Did my part. All right, let's get on this. Let's get on this. What is going on Hockey X right now? Because that's gonna be the fun thing to look at. See if anyone's on Hockey X. Ooh, the second period is start. Ah, F. Clicked on the wrong game. Wrong game. There we go. Do we have a goalie change for the Blackhawks? Sabres attacking. Oh, no one knew where that puck was. Barely in the Sabres knew where that puck was. Thompson turns around, tries to shoot, goes right off the skates of Jones. Blackhawks clear. Blackhawks enter the offending zone. Can they get a shot off? I don't think so. That's going to go right around. Blackhawks reel it on out. Not really. That was actually the Sabres. Blackhawks around the net. That is Soderblom as the new goalie or the replacement goalie for the Blackhawks. Mrazek is going to take a seat. Blackhawks almost just cough up another amazing opportunity. The Sabres just right in front of their net, just almost steal the puck away. We're going to take these guys down. We're out of the intermission. Now the Blackhawks, obviously, you got Vlasic over here. I think Vlasic honestly just got like a contract extension. Let's see if I can find Blackhawks. Game day, we're back. I don't think they said anything about it. I thought I read something about Vlasic getting a contract extension. Anyways, he's a really good. He's a fantastic young defenseman for the Blackhawks. Seth Jones, of course, came from the Blue Jackets, had a lot of hype, and obviously hasn't really changed anything. Hasn't made them better. Can't make them better. I think he was able to. He did decent enough in the Blue Jackets organization to maintain or obtain a large paycheck with the Blackhawks. But maybe at the same time, I mean, you get a huge contract, you're definitely going to have a lot more attention. I mean, you're getting paid. People are going to expect you to produce. When you're not producing, that's me. Ouchies. And it looks like a holding call on the Blackhawks. So the Sabres on the power play. TJ Brody, get to the box. Get out of that box. Hurricanes, on the other hand, Brett Burns ties up the game. Dropped him off my fantasy team 1 week ago. Let's see if obviously that means he's going to start doing great. Sabres maintain it back and forth behind the lineup. Paterka Zucker thinking about it. Paterka now with it. Zucker playing catch with them, thinking. Tries to send it right between. Dahlin sends it to Quinn. They're waiting, and they're miscommunication, but they still hold on to it. Dahlin at the point! Right off the goalie. The Blackhawks can't clear it. Can't clear it. They're going to circle. Paterka on the right side circle. Skating. No look pass. Zucker sends it through. Thompson not fast enough. Quinn tries to take a ripper. Zucker in front. Falls to this ice. And the Blackhawks then clear the puck to the length of the ice. Pakalukinen now has it. Gonna leave it for Dahlin. Dahlin now. Beats two Blackhawks. Paterka skates it in. Stretched to Oh, Benson shot. Block. Can the Blackhawks get it out? They will. Pakalukinen just going to hold on to it. The Blackhawks are going to make a change. Dahlin holding the puck. Tuck skates it on in with power. Cousins sends it up. Tuck unable to maintain possession as Benson also fails. Teuvo Teravainen sends it on up. The Blackhawks battle with it. Maintaining shorthanded possession now. Killing that power play. The Blackhawks just fall back with it. Psych! They're going to try and get rid of it. Unable to do so. They may have just hurt themselves as the Sabres maintain possession right into the Blackhawks zone. What are you doing? But of course, the Blackhawks are somehow able to clear it. And the Sabres demonstrating their 12-game losing streak as they lose possession of the puck on that power play. Power skating in with some speed. Can Benson do anything with it? They can't. Power play expires. 15 minutes and 30 seconds left to go on the clock. Sabres still maintain possession. Even strength hockey game. But the Sabres cough it up. Blackhawks with some steam. They're unable to do anything with it. They can't even maintain possession. Well, they hold the possession, but it comes out of the attacking zone. So, chat, who do you think the Blackhawks are going to come back and win? Do you think that the Sabres are actually going to get a shutout? Will they maintain the shutout? What do you think the final score is going to be? I'm guessing, dude, I think the 7-1 hockey game is definitely due. Definitely due. The Sabres are allowing a lot of stretch passes right now. This is definitely sloppy defense. One of the biggest heartbreaks that happened to the Sabres is they had a 4-0 lead against the Colorado Avalanche. Now, the Colorado Avalanche is an S-tier team. They're a top 8 team. They have a hockey god on their team. They have a few hockey gods on their team, if not many hockey gods on their team. I believe they have many hockey gods on their team. They came back and beat him 5-4, I believe, in overtime. So the Sabres, they are capable of flooding this game. It's very capable. I mean, obviously unlikely against a F-tier team, the worst team. But don't put anything when you're the 30th team in the league, anything can happen, right? You're not much better. You're not much better. Looks like the Predators Blues game and the Wild Stars game is about to start. Oh, the shot blocked by Soderblom. And that puck's going to go all the way into the Sabres zone. It's an icing and a grape. Now, I don't see anybody hollering in the chat tonight. A little bummed on that, but it's okay. If you're a little shy, you're a little shy. It's okay. Hello. And also hello. Ah, fuck. Anyways, I gotta just do this. Hello. Yes. Devils score their third goal. Anyways, back to the Blackhawks Sabres game. Sabres skated up. Benson sends it back to Dahlin, who's in with some steam. Can he cross ice pass? Krebs can't get it, but he does drop it. Sabres think about what to do. They can get to the center. Dahlin maintains, sends it back to. Is that Krebs now? It is still Krebs. He'll shovel it back. Circling now. Offensive pressure. Dahlin thinking about it. Tries to send it across to Krebs, but Krebs can't do anything intelligent with it. They lose the puck. Murphy now rips it the length of the ice. Can the Blackhawks do anything with it? Drop in the puck. Maybe a shot, but Dahlin maintains possession. The Sabres captain, their first overall pick. One of them, Benson skates. Unable to negate the icing. Unable. Which means we call it a grape. Wonder if I even need my phones if my computer's actually going to work. So on my stream setup, I have something that allows me to stream to two platforms at the same time, YouTube and Twitch. And but my and I have something that can like show me like the chat, right? But half the time it doesn't work. It just doesn't do it. Tonight it's working really well. All right. Makes me happy. I'm okay with it. I'm actually very pleased with it. Very, very pleased with it. Man, I can't believe 4-0. 18 to 3 shots. So the Blackhawks have gotten, hey, so far, one shot every 10 minutes. If they don't get a shot in the next minute, so far it's been one shot per 10 minutes. That's got to be a league record. And the Sabres, there's literally no reason to take your foot off the gas. You kill everybody and everything that gets in your way. The Sabres is a team that has enough talent. They've proven to be good enough. They've proven they've gotten close enough to be able to play in the playoffs. They've gotten close multiple times. They can do it. They just haven't. They just haven't done it. And it's been really difficult for those fans. 13 seasons and no playoffs. Just brutal if you're a Sabres fan right now. Now Blackhawks. Honestly, Blackhawks, you're not a very exciting team, and you know that. You know that since Kane and Taves and Keith, Saad, and Aaron, those days are over. You got a new era with Bedard. Doc is gone. DeBrinket's gone. Kane's gone. New era, right? You're trying to figure things out. You're trying to figure it out. It's not working out to the way that you hoped, but you're trying, right? That's all you can do. But and I get it. It gets management upset. It gets your management upset, and then once your management gets upset, unfortunately, some things start happening with the team. Maybe some changes that you might not like. But at the same time, when you're the worst team in the league, the last place, that usually means a big shakeup is good for the team. That usually means it's going to be a lot more beneficial for the team. I honestly wish that, dude, I have so many ideas for good rules for the NHL or a hockey league or whatnot. Honestly, I want to get a PWHL jersey. I want to get a Heisey, I think. Taylor Heisey. I don't watch much of it, I admit it, but that doesn't mean I don't want to try to get into it. I would like to get into the PWHL. I I would like to try and support women's hockey. I mean, I'm a hockey fan. I'm not really a basketball fan. If I was, I probably would try to support the sport, but it's really cool to know that it's a thing. And of course, them being the champions. It's good to know that we got some champions in Minnesota, and we want to make sure that we can not just celebrate championships, but celebrate the sport, celebrate women, celebrate playing the game, right? I think that's pretty cool. I would like that league. So I'll have to get that to go up on the Minnesota wall that I got going on behind me, as everybody can see. Hockey, soccer, Call of Duty. No football, no baseball. I do have a basketball cap I will hang up. Oh, we get some shots off there, Blackhawks. I'm getting distracted. The Blackhawks do have it in the offensive zone. Is that Bedard? Yeah, it is Bedard, and he'd be losing that puck. 4 shots. Oh, 2 shots. That's, I mean, let's see though. The Sabres, don't take your foot off the gas. Don't do it. They're thinking about it. Yeah, they know that they can pick them apart. There's so much more talent on the Sabres. The Blackhawks are they're gonna count that as a shot probably, even though it was a backhand. They got their 5th shot, everybody. Sabres though countering, rip it. Ooh, Quinn just barely on the outside of the pads of looks like Soderblom, and the Blackhawks do get the puck out right now. Sabres getting the puck back in the zone. What do you do? What are you going to do with it? Center it? Nope. You're just going to flip it all the way back to your defensive side of the ice. You like pretty much iced it. Good job. Figure it out. Figure it out. You got to attack again. Blackhawks are trying to attack. They did a wraparound attempt. They're getting it in front of the net. They're jamming. They're jamming. Oh, the Sabres are going to push back. Nazar's out there. Foligno's out there. So Foligno, that's their captain. Foligno, he leads a pretty decent. I mean, I respect Foligno as a captain in regards to he's gonna stand up for your players. He's gonna show you how to play the right way, show you how. But he's a really big team player. Mm, what happened? Oh my gosh! So it goes off of Foligno's skate, which centers the puck, and then the Sabres start or the Blackhawks start jamming at it. Sabres get pissed and start throwing guys, and then it just showed Darlene throwing a guy to the ice and punching him in the back. In the back? Fun game. Oh my gosh. So let's report on some of the other hockey games right now. It is 1-3. The Blue Jackets scored 2 more goals. Fantilli with his 7th goal of the season. Looks like Voronikov with his 10th assist of the season, and Provorov his 11th assist of the season. Man, we got goals going on all over the place. And Monahan's 13th of the season with Werenski's 26 assists and Fabro's 5th assist. The Blues are up 2-0 in that hockey game with Zach Bullock getting Robert Thomas getting his 7th of the season. And then Zach Bullock with his 5th of the season with assists from Sundqvist and Falk. Sundqvist's 2nd point and Falk's 9th point. No action in the Wild Stars game. You know what? I got to ask. Updated password. Xfinity password. You can't watch some of the games. I can't get some of the games right now. Why can't I get these games? What's going on with my televisions? What's going on with my televisions? Dude, don't get me started on blackouts. I mean, if I could put the Wild game up, I would. Actually, I think I can. Oh, crap, I can. Oh, all right. Well, all right. Somehow I was able to cast both games at the same time. I figured it out. Man, I'm good at. Oh, and now the Predators scored. Mark Jankowski's third of the season with Sissen's second assist, and Blankenbig his first assist. The Devils also scored their fourth, with Dawson Mercer getting his ninth of the season, and Hughes with his 31st point. It's insanity, some of these players right now. All right, back to the hockey games. Back to the hockey games. Oh, dude, I'll just put one on the computer. See all hockey games. Why is it only showing me four? I'm gonna watch the Blue Jackets. 4-1. Blue Jackets scored again. Dmitry Vornikov, his 11th of the season. We got stuff going on everywhere, stream. And oh, I guess I'll leave this guy. I get it. I'll leave this guy on for my stream then. Oh, go on Twitch. All right. Whoop. Aye. Dang, we got so much stuff going on right now in hockey tonight. Sabres just absolutely ripping the Blackhawks to shreds. I think the Sabres are going on another power play, don't get me wrong. But I mean, you have the Blue Jackets ripping the Bruins in half, 4-1 right now. They're with less than 10 to go in the second, so half the hockey game is done. Then you got the Devils Hurricanes. The Devils are up 4-2 with same thing to go, 10 minutes to go left in that second period. Oh no, Peyton Krebs is in the box. For slashing. And then Kevin Korchinski goes in for the Blackhawks. This guy right here, Kevin Korchinski, he goes to the box. Yeah, we be talking about all the cards. 4-on-4 hockey. Let's see if Taylor Hall and Bedard can light it up, or if Darlene empowers unblockable defense and unstoppable. Well, stoppable defense. I don't know. What would you say? Unstoppable, Kim Possible? You know what I'm saying, man? Skirt. Three hockey games going on right now. I'm watching three hockey games, but we're casting one mainly. But I'll definitely be talking about all things hockey tonight. Blackhawks, they take it. Bedard looks to his left immediately. Gets on the ice some speed. Oh, he gets shoved down. Is that going to be an interference call? No, there's going to be offsides. Tuck with the puck. Bedard got shoved down. Can the Sabres do anything with it? They can't. They give it right back to Bedard. Blackhawks skated down. Drop. Shot. And then we got some rough stuff going on in the corner. It looks like someone's holding on to someone's timber. Let go of his wood, man. Go of his wood. Blackhawks win it. Murphy fakes it. Banks the pass. But they lose it. Sabres, here they come. 3-on-2, power. What are you going to do? Lose the puck. No, you're just going to put on the brakes because you're slow. Samuelson drops it. Power can't do anything with it. Is that Peterka? That is Peterka. They can't do anything with it. 46 seconds left to go in the 4-on-4 hockey. Blackhawks, they just choke it up. They just lose it in the corner, and then they just like, well, let's go change. F it. We'd rather change. Sabres do gain the zone, but they're just going to pretty much dump the puck and change themselves. Very, very boring 4-on-4, but they're both making sure that they have defense and at the same time might be able to generate a little offense. Offsides we got going on over there. Looks like Daddy scored for the Stars. So in the first 10 minutes, Stars up 1-0 against the Minnesota Wild. What do you want? I mean, you don't really like in the Blackhawks though, like on real stuff. There's nothing to say about the Blackhawks. Like, I'll talk to you about their stats. Like, I'll talk stats. Like, I don't care. I'll do it. I'll do it. Look at me. I'll do it. Listen, Ryan Donato, league journeyman. He's been everywhere. Literally everywhere. 11 goals. Tyler Bertuzzi. He's starting to explore a few of his options. 10 goals. Bedard, 9 goals. Foligno, 8 goals. And Teuvo Teravainen, 7 goals. Hall, 7 goals. Ilya Mikheyev, 7 goals. And Dickinson, 7 goals. Those are kind of the main players that I want you to consider for the Blackhawks. And then you look at the yeah, Ma, if you're watching this, some of my streams aren't working, or some of my videos aren't working. So help me out. Got a couple of these games working, but a couple of them don't want to collaborate with me. They're freezing all the time and or not letting me watch. Anyways, now that I'm done begging my mom for help. My mom watches my streams. Like, look at the assists. Bedard, 21, Teravainen, 16, Vlasic, 16, Murphy, 12, Hall, 11. So you're getting, like, not bad production. Like, not good, but not bad. Bedard, 30 points. Teravainen, 23. Donato, 20. Hall at 18. You need Hall at 30. You need Hall at 30. I mean, yes, he's at that age where obviously, like, he's probably not going to get better. You wonder what it is. Is it decision making? Is it speed? Is it shot? Like, he's honestly the biggest, like, why? Like, why don't you? He's the biggest thing. He's like, why don't you work? I've done everything. I've done everything I feel like I can, and it just won't do it. That's him. Just can't figure it out. Can't figure out how to be a prominent member of his team. That's why he's been on like 8 teams. First over. When you're a first overall pick and you've been on like more than 3 teams, there's some questions to be asked. Gretzky's been on 3 teams, 4 teams. Yeah, he's not a first overall pick. He's not part of this conversation. All right, back to the game. Offensive draw for the Blackhawks. I have really been favoring the Sabres in this hockey cast tonight. Everybody, if you're in the chat, let me know how you're feeling. Who is your favorite hockey team? Do you play fantasy hockey? Talk to me. Talk hockey to me. You don't have to talk about this game. This is just the game I'm directly going to be talking about. The Blackhawks just have a lot of AHL players, it feels like, a lot of just random players that they're just like, see if he works. And he either works or he doesn't work, and they figure it out. That's where they're at. That's what they're going to do. And they're not afraid of it. That they're unapologetic for that as well. They're just moving forward. They got what they got. That's that. That is that. They're just moving forward. Going forward. Do not care. And they're just testing people out. They just want to get draft picks. Obviously, Bedard's gonna get tested a lot. His leadership is gonna get tested. Obviously, he'll get the C eventually, but for now, he's gonna learn how to be an NHL star. Foligno's gonna teach him. Hall's gonna teach him. And I mean, Bedard is also supposed to spark a lot in Hall's game. We'll see what happens. Hall, I mean, he's at 7 goals. Donato's at 11, so he's only 4 away, 2 away from Bedard, so he's not too far away. His points at 11, his assists at 11, that's what's lacking. He needs more assists. He needs to participate in more of those high profile plays, high energy plays, and produce for the team. And that's kind of your big lowdown for the Blackhawks. Honestly, there's just not a lot to talk about with them. As a Blackhawks fan, I mean, you're excited to see what Bedard can do every night. I mean, it's like having McDavid, Crosby. Oh, the Blackhawks score, Bertuzzi, Tyler Bertuzzi, and could it start? First goal, 3 minutes left to go in the second period. The Blackhawks get on the board. Tyler Bertuzzi. Bedard. He's going to help get the puck out. Blackhawks make the zone entry, and he's just going to pass it on to probably Hall. Hall's going to just relay that right on to Bertuzzi. Then there's the goal. Beautiful. And the thing is, if you're watching that play, you'll notice that those players were moving. They switched places when they were skating, making it, of course, a lot more difficult for the opponent to pay attention, ultimately resulting in that goal. Now, I mean, the Sabres beat the Islanders 7-1. They got 1 goal. Sabres can still jam 3 more down their throat. Like right now, they almost had a breakaway in the zone. Cousins almost had a 2-on-1. What's going to happen, though? Are they going to maintain their confidence, or are they going to start to waver in that confidence? That's a valid thing to consider, because if you're the Sabres, you've only gotten 1 win in the last 14 games. 1 win. 1 win. You got to figure that out. You got to figure that out. You got to figure out how to not be awful. It sounds like a drill sergeant, but it's legitimate. Don't be awful. What do you want me to tell you? Pretty embarrassing. Pretty embarrassing. But they're working on it. Now let's talk a little bit more hockey around the league. It looks like the Maple Leafs have made it a 4-0 hockey game. Mitch Marner, his 3rd goal in a row. There's his hat trick. There you go. If you got Mitchell Marner, you are a happy hockey fan. If you have fantasy hockey, or if you just got his jersey and you're a happy fan. You're a happy fan. You don't have to have his jersey to be a fan, obviously. And Jordan Kyrou's 15th of the season, assisted by Fowler. Maybe his first point as a Blue, and Holloway's 10th assist. Not bad at all. Bad at all for the Blues. Definitely got some good players from those Oilers, I'll tell you that. Here's your first round picks. Here you go. Anyways, the Sabres, though, I think they'll still take this game home. I think that Murphy lays a hard hit. Just pretty much shoves this guy down. Point blank, just a nice shoulder hit, knocks the defending player down. They're going to rip it on in. 8 shots to 23 shots right now in the second period. 6 shots in this period. They got a goal. They just needed 6 more shots. Finally getting their goal in their 8th shot. You just got to keep shooting. What did I say? I mean, the Sabres had 4 goals on 11 shots. So obviously they're still not at the same rate, but still doing pretty decent. My Pops, Saros with a 50% save rate. It's not bad. It's actually awful. How many shots on net? It's actually really bad if it's 50%. That's every other goal. 6 shots on net. Ooh. Well, I mean, Pops, if you're watching, actually, yeah, it is. It definitely is. It definitely is. He recognized it. Gotta watch my camera catch up to me. Skirt. Oh, 9 shots now for the Blackhawks. They decided that they wanted to try. I mean, the sad thing, I mean, Mrazek was at the same. Mrazek let in 4 goals on 11 shots in the first period. That's pretty bad. He got pulled. He's not playing the second period at all. He's done for the entire game, I'm pretty sure at this point. I mean, and now the second period is over for the Blackhawks in the Sabres game right now. And there's definitely a reason why. It's almost all, I mean, we pretty much put up all Sabres cards earlier because the Blackhawks are doing absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, the young players from the Sabres, you've seen a lot more potential. Obviously, they have a lot more of them than the Blackhawks right now. I mean, the Blackhawks, they got Bedard, they got their Vlasic right now. I think Korchinski, I think he's a younger player. I think one of their other pretty decent players is Dickinson. He's not a bad player. And then you kind of get into some of that younger talent, right? You got somebody like Reichel. Reichel's another player that definitely has a lot of potential, can definitely play. I think Reichel's an excellent, can definitely have a lot of opportunity. Nazar's been getting a lot of time, I've noticed, and I see that he's been, I think he plays on a line. I'm not sure if he plays on a line with Foligno. I think he does. That's definitely going to bolster a lot of his confidence playing with a veteran like that. Definitely clear. Definitely cool. And then Taylor Hall, I mean, what do you want to say about Taylor Hall at this point? I mean, he's trying, right? He's trying. I mean, he's had a lot of injuries too, so he's definitely trying to accomplish stuff. He's definitely seeing what he can do, what he can't do as far as playing in these hockey games. Not the best. Looks like the Blue Jackets are on a power play. 134 left to go in the second period. They're up 4-1 right now. Looks like they've scored, excuse me, both goals in both their power plays. So they're 2 for 2 in their power play for tonight. They maintain possession. Morency's going to send it around. They're going to maintain possession. They're going to slowly play catch. Marchenkov, shot, blocker save. They maintain possession yet again. Sends it around. What are they going to do? They still maintain possession. They're waiting at the goal line. Nope, they're going to, reverse pass, no look pass. They still maintain possession. They rip it at the net. Saved by the Bruins. They're still sending it around. Ripper right across. Still unable to get anything to go. The Blue Jackets. Send it back to Werenski. Werenski's got like 26 points. Oh, right there. Jammer. Score. Number 10 on the Blue Jackets. I don't have their team itinerary up right now. But guess what? I checked the app. It's gonna 5 goals. 5 goals. Who is it? Is it Verona? No. Oh my gosh. 5 goals. I'm waiting for this goal to populate so I know who it is. Vornikov again? Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's back-to-back goals for Voronikov. That's his 12th goal this season. All right, Pops, I'm looking him up on fantasy. I'm looking Voronikov up on fantasy. Is he getting hot? Are the Blue Jackets getting hot? Are they a sleeper team right now? Veronica. Dimitri Veronica. Oh my gosh, look at those stats. Look at those stats. 6.5, 5.5, 2.6, 1.3 pops. Oh my gosh. Veronica, Veronica, Intel, fantasy Intel on Week Haken. You got it first. Nobody else knew this. This is insider news if you didn't know. Veronica, man, the Blue Jackets for Goudreau, for Johnny. Seasons for Johnny and Matthew. Unbelievable. And if you're the Bruins, I mean, you just fire your coach, right? And you're still getting plowed. You're still you still can't figure it out. That's nuts. Oh my gosh, but the Predators Blues game. The Predators scored against Stamkos, his 11th of the season. Power play goal. Marchessault's 13th assist as a Predator, and O'Reilly's 13th assist as a Predator. What? I'm going to see where they're at in the league. That player's cool in the Blue Jackets. I might take him. I might take him. Uh-oh. Mason Marchment's down on the ice. Maple Leafs have made it 5-0 themselves, too. Nicholas Robertson, sixth goal of the season with assists from Max Domi and Bobby McMahon. Oh, how much hockey's going on tonight? Oh man, I didn't see what happened. He's holding his nose. They got to show this replay. I like Marchman. I think he's a great hockey player. I think he's got a lot of potential as a hockey player too. Poor Marchman. What's going on? Did he get hit in the face with the puck? The Stars are on a power play. Oh, yep. Ripper. Stankoven tip. Oh, to the nose. Right into the sniffer. Right into the sniffer. We got a lot of. Listen to these hockey scores. Sabres, Blackhawks 4-1. Maple Leafs, Red Wings 5-0. Hurricanes, Devils 2-4. Bruins, Blue Jackets 1-5. Predators, Blues 2-3. Wild Stars 0-1. That game's pretty young. That game's usually a pretty big grinder. Lamborghini. Anyways, back to this hockey game. Let's look at the stats from that period from the Sabres Blackhawks game. So we are up to 22 shots on goal from the Sabres and 10 shots on goal from the Blackhawks. So the Blackhawks obviously getting 8 more shots on goal that period. 8 shots on goal, of course, resulting in the 1 goal. They're finally on the board. A long way to go from there. Obviously, not where you want to be, especially 2 shots on goal for a period is a joke. Like that's not a professional hockey organization. You should feel embarrassed if you're the Blackhawks. Every player on that team should feel embarrassed. 2 shots. Now the face-off is pretty interesting. 53% for the Blackhawks right now. So they're getting the possession of the puck primarily, but they're not doing anything with it. They're losing it. And that's kind of like what we're talking about with the giveaways. They're up to 9 giveaways. Before they're at like 7 takeaways or giveaways, was it? And that's really resulting in in their errors and their flaws. There wasn't any power play goals or even penalties for that matter in the first period. So it was all 5-on-5 hockey. That means it's either going to be this team's catching on 2-on-1s, which generally is a takeaway or a break, like takeaway or giveaway. It's an offensive zone poke, and then you're off to the races, as they like to say. You're pretty much just got to get to the other side. You got to get to the other side of the net, or excuse me, other side of the ice faster than the other team. Rip the puck, shoot past the puck, rip the puck. There you go. Right? That's pretty much all you got to do. Now the Blackhawks have continued to be better with the hits. 22 on to 14 hits. Blackhawks leading that category. Obviously, like we're going to continue to say, you're obviously going to be a lot more offensive and doing a lot a lot more hitting when you don't have possession of the puck. You're going to do it to regain possession of the puck. You're going to hit a lot more. Now, the blocked shots is starting to even up. 7 block shots for the Blackhawks, 6 for the Sabres. So the way that I look at that, that means that, of course, the Blackhawks getting so many more shots, they're getting more aggressive, right? They probably got a pretty decent talking to, and by talking to, I'm probably like sworn at a lot in the locker room. I mean, that first period is unacceptable hockey. Unacceptable hockey. And now we're going into this next period. I mean, let's see what we can do. Like, let's get these racks. Let's see what we can do if you're the Blackhawks. You're gonna try and do the best. I mean, you have a different goalie in that, so your confidence is gonna be shaken up. It's gonna be changed a little bit. You're like, all right, our other goalie, not today. Shaking it up now. Let's see what can happen. So we still got a third period. A lot can happen. Obviously, both of these teams are struggling. Doesn't mean a lot. Bedard could still flare up. Hall could still flare up. Dickinson and Foligno can still flare up. Seth Jones probably won't flare up. Seth Jones. Gotta go look at the stream again. All right. All right, now let's see here. And the Sabres had the same amount of shots, 11 shots this last period, the second period, but no goals. No, obviously expecting 4 goals on 11 shots would be madness. Expecting 1 is an insanity, especially considering how many you got with 11 the first period. So the Blackhawks are obviously tightening up. Maybe your shots are a lot less, I guess, high danger, but you have had a couple of good high danger ones. I feel like, honestly, if you get 1 more goal, Blackhawks are done. You put them on, unless they score another goal within like a minute or two. If you are able to jam another goal down their throat, they're going to lose confidence. An interesting thing that my pops kind of brought up. Werenski has 7 assists last game and tonight. So when you think about that franchise player, what do you do in the Blue Jacket situation when you have a player like that that's obviously like super hot? Do you keep him as a franchise player? Do you keep him around to show Fantilli that like stay here, be a Blue Jacket, show Monahan, stay here, be a Blue Jacket? I mean, I think Monahan, and I don't know how old Sean Monahan is, but knowing what happened with Goudreau, he might stay there for the rest of his life. He might. The Blue Jackets could have, and I hate to say it, a phoenix from the ashes because it sounds so cheesy, but it's honestly a miracle from nothing. It's honestly nothing. Color for my cast. Oh, my color commentator. I do, dude. Honestly, I've been thinking about that. I'd love a color commentator. I get to call you, get to chat with you for a little bit, get you a guest speaker on for 10 minutes, have the Pops' Thoughts segment for 10 minutes where I tune you on in. Still 2-4, Blues scoring again. My goodness, what a goal. What a goal. Let me pop back in. Look at some of these games. 4-2. Cam Fowler is first of the season and first as a Blue. He's probably got to feel pretty good about that. Talking to Mike Modano, it looks like, with the Wild right now. Feels wrong, but same time feels right. But also feels wrong. Also feels wrong. Now, Werenski, right? Back to Werenski. Would he stick around? Now, as a team like the Blue Jackets, when you're a small market team, when your stars leave, it's especially more painful because there's nothing keeping them around, right? What's keeping them around has to be the team, it has to be the environment. When you're in these smaller markets and the sport might not be as popular, you're not really you're not going to get recognized, right? You're not like any Canadian market where you go out to a diner, people are going to they're going to drop their plate. They're like, oh my God, it's Marner, right? Oh my God, it's Stutzla. Oh my God, it's Batherson. Oh my God, it's Demko. Oh my God, it's Draisaitl, right? That's going to happen. It's Slavkowski. That's Wolf. That's all going to happen, right? Not a lot in America. Not a lot in the United States, I'll tell you that. Very rarely, especially in a lot of these states. I mean, some of these states don't even know they have a hockey team. They don't even know they have it. Like they don't know it exists. So with the guy with Werenski in some of these markets, like I think of the Blue. Honestly, I think of the Jets because I think, and that's a Canadian market, right? But there's a lot of Canadian markets that don't sell in America just because they're Canadian. Sometimes the obsession with in America kind of rubs the people off a little weird. But people are like that for their football players, but in America, but it just doesn't translate right. Now, kind of back to the hockey. Those small market teams, they don't want to get rid of their high profile players because those players sell the game so well. Once you've been drafted by that team, and you've played with that team for so long, that's a franchise player. That player's like, I willingly want to stay here. I willingly want to want to make this team work. I want to make this city known. I want to put them on the map, and I want people to know that this city exists. Sports does that. Sports are, you're like, oh, that town, that city, what? Wow, Minnesota? Vegas is playing for the Stanley Cup. Florida is playing Tampa Bay. Florida is playing for the Stanley Cup. What's going on? I mean, think about it. Think about that type of stuff, right? That happens all the time. All the time. Werenski fourth in NHL after Makar, Quinn, and Morrissey. Very interesting statistic right there. And I mean, God, you just like don't think about it, and that I think it really comes to that small market, right? These players aren't as marketed as much. The NHL doesn't market these players as much as well either. And then they're just kind of like, oh, there's this really amazing player that you just don't really hear about because they just don't talk about him. He's just on this other team, right? So for Werenski to be in the same conversation as Makar, Quinn, and Morrissey, that's insanity. But you also kind of wonder where players like Fox, Ekblad, Dahlin, Hauer, Petrangelo, where are all those players? Where are all those players? Right? There's some great players there's fantastic players. I mean, even McAvoy. I mean, obviously Carlson, either John Carlson or Eric Carlson for that matter. Or Letang, they're not probably doing too hot. Probably not too hot at all. But like getting rid of Werenski, I think it would yeah, you might be able to get some return for it. Like, oh, trade Werenski, we want to rebuild. Rebuild just with Fantilli. I think showing Fantilli to stick around might be there's so much more to hockey and sports than just winning the game. You have to sell your team to the state, to the world. You're selling your franchise to the world. And they better pick up on it because that's your money. You make money when your team does good. And just like that, Sabres and Blackhawks hockey has returned. Will the Blackhawks burst, come back, and challenge the Sabres for the worst team in the league? Or will the Sabres' 4 goals in the first completely shut the Blackhawks down and just drown their hopes and dreams? We'll figure it out. Who's going to get the first shot of the third period? Let's hear it and see it in the chat. Who's going to get the first shot, Sabres or Blackhawks? I'm going to guess Blackhawks. Blackhawks maintain possession. Hall figures it out. Ooh, he's going to curl it around. He didn't like what he saw. Sends it to Bedard, and Bedard's just going to drop it on in. Toozy skates to it, but Power gets to it before him. Sabres get it out of the zone. Cousins 1-on-3 now. Looking for options. Suffocated. Blackhawks dump it out to neutral ice. Sabres regain Peterka. What you got? What you thinking? Cousins and Peterka stab away at it. Blackhawks, though, looks like that is 5 Brown or Murphy, man. I'm going to say Brown. I'm pretty sure it's Murphy. Curl around. Is that Korchinski? Sure is. I'm learning your team, Blackhawks. Korchinski rips it up. Did they touch it? They sure did. No icing. Blackhawks attacking the zone. Captain Foligno with the puck. What you gonna do? Lose it instantly. All right, Sabres. Skating down with some speed. Cross the ice. Can you do anything with it? Connor Clifton sends it back. They maintain it. Or do they not? They do. No option. Krebs sends it back. Sabres behind the net. Benson looking. Benson drops it to the point. Ripping to the front was that Byram. Sabres whacking at it. Blackhawks can't do anything. Until now, Donato skates it out. He's going to send it around. They look gassed. It's still in the Sabres zone. But the Sabres regain. Looks like both players, and teams for that matter, going to exchange some players on the benches, also known as a player change. Let's get some different players on the ice. Still not much action around the NHL right now. No first shot, it looks like. Oh, Sabres. They might get the first shot. They do. I lose the first shot, guess everybody. But that doesn't mean the Sabres aren't streaking down. Shot! Was that Seth Jones? Seth Jones! Seth Jones! Early in the period. Seth Jones! Wow! The Sabres get the first shot instantly. Is that Korchinski? Just puts on the gas? 73. So Jones, a drop pass, slap pass to Jones, and he just puts it right over the glove. Right over the glove. That looks so easy. So easy. Was that Pat Kurashev in maroon? What a weird goal. Pat Maroon and Seth Jones. It's a 2-goal hockey game. This is doable. This is doable. Sabres, you're going to choke 4 goals. You've done it once this season. You're going to choke 4 goals. That's why I'm saying if the Sabres would have scored that next goal, no, Tuck is. Oh man. Oh man. Tuck gripped a player. Blackhawks on the power play. Tuck stick smacks the camera. He's pissed. He is not happy right now. Spin this camera so you can see the cool wild thing. See some of that cool wild stuff. I'm sitting a lot more far off to the right. Oh, Ripper! Blackhawks! Ooh. Yeah, that's a cool camera angle. You get to see now you get to see the stick, right? The Blackhawks legitimately had just had a chance. It went right off the knee of Samuelson. Nice block shot, 2 hits right now. Face off 1 by the Blackhawks. Jones over to Bedard. Bedard settles it. Loses it a little bit, but maintains. Ripple from Teravainen. Save. Pekka Luukkonen. I didn't think the Blackhawks were going to be able to actually come back. I think the Blackhawks were actually going to be able to put on pressure. But it's such a weird thing in hockey because goals happen so fast. It's not like soccer where and I think that's the hardest part for hockey because I think it gets compared to soccer because I think it's the only thing that oh my gosh! Right Nazard, I think he just shot the puck right across the blue paint. Open net, shot it right across the blue paint. Bedard skating around the puck. Still in the power play, a minute to go. Holding on to it. Bedard like a Kaprizov. Drops it to Teravainen. Bedard with it. Shot. Pass Bertuzzi. Backhand. Flips it in front. That's not going to do it. Sabres clear the puck. Sabres clear the puck. Seth Jones is just going to hold it slowly. But he's going to get forced to move as it looks like McLeod is looking to be aggressive. Taylor Hall makes a very poor pass to Maroon, forcing the Blackhawks to regenerate. 25 seconds on the power play. Crazy, scary goals. And like, oh, Hall's in it. Unable to do anything. So like I was saying, though, when you talk about soccer and hockey, the points don't get scored as much. Soccer, a lot more seldom. But hockey, there's a lot of they can pour sometimes, right? Soccer, very rarely. You're very used to like a 2-1 game or a 1-0 game, a 3-2 game, 3-1 game, 3-0 game. That's soccer for you. Hockey, you expect anything from a 5-6 game to a 7-1 game. Sabres score! Sabres score! That went right between the legs. What? Nobody even expected it. Alex Tuck. So Alex Tuck accidentally trips a player in the beginning, holds his breath for that entire power play. How does that even happen? A takeaway by Alex Tuck, skates the puck all the way in. Weak shot off the inside of the paddle from Soderblom. And it looks like 5-2 hockey game. And just as I was about to count the Sabres out, as anybody would, from their performance this season, Alex Tuck now, as we were talking about in the beginning, with his 9 goals, is now at his 11th goal of the season, one away from a hat trick for tonight. And they just reclaimed that lead. Now, obviously, if they would have done it when it was and made it a 5-1 hockey game, it would have been practically over. Still being true to 5, the Blackhawks still have some hope. Still 13 minutes to go left in the hockey game, so there's still a lot of potential that the Blackhawks have. I mean, there were 2 shots in that power play that definitely could have gone in. So those high quality chances, high danger chances are definitely still happening. They're definitely still there. You got to pay attention to those. Byram skates it down from the Sabres. 4-on-3, 4-on-2. They get it in front. Peterka unable to do anything with it. Too late of a pass. Captain Foligno, Captain Blackhawk skates it down. Takes a shot, but Power blocks it. Tries to maintain it, but it looks like Byram will pick it up. Sabres now try to get it out of the zone. And they do. They pass it in front of themselves. They get in the offensive zone. Power, can he get the puck? He will not. Seth Jones passes it around, and Seth Jones passes it around yet again. Hall loses, dude. Hall loses the puck a lot. He tries to bank it off the boards and loses it almost every time. Here we go. Shot in front of the net. Unable to do it. Bounces off. Benson sends it back to the point. Shot on front. But Hall bounces right off of him. He winces in pain and checks his wrist. That's not a good sign from Hall. He has gotten a lot of injuries. He might call it quits pretty soon. Krebs sends it to the front. Darlene Ripper. Glove save. Soda. Glove save. Soda. Blue Jackets are winning 6-1. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Well, don't go until he's done. Talking to my girlie. Fun Blue Jackets. Dude, for Johnny. That's probably one of the dirtiest drag arounds I've ever seen. It's 2-6. Charlie Coyle with one of the dirtiest toe drags I've ever seen. Okay, then. That's a great sport. It's just a great sport, and we have so many games going on tonight, everybody. We have so many games going on tonight. Okay. But Wild Star still 1-0. Second period pretty much just started. So about 2.5 minutes gone. About 3 minutes now, actually. Wild have it in the offensive zone. I don't know. The Wild did really good in the beginning of the season, but they're definitely doing wild things right now, and they're having some wild losses. See if they can have some wild impressions. Who knows, man? Who knows? All right. All right. Now, let's resume this Blackhawks Sabres game. Now, let's up the stats. Look at the stats. I don't think the stats have been so boring because with no shots on net, there's not a whole lot to talk about. I use my ESPN app. (26-12 shots. Yikes. So twice as much with the Sabres. The Blackhawks have really caught up. They've been wailing at the net, and they were really doing that in the second period. I mean, getting pumped for nothing in the first period is definitely going to get you yelled at by the coach. Captain's going to say a couple of F-bombs to get the team going, and then they'll try to figure it out after that. And they've definitely, I mean, they scored. They're not getting blanked, but obviously they're not where they're at. I mean, they're not going to win this hockey game. They're not winning right now. They're not getting close to winning. They still got a chance. Blackhawks, they're just going to shoot it around. Honestly, the Sabres just kind of have to tire out the Blackhawks. And I feel that them tiring out the Blackhawks, the Blackhawks are still going to try. And I think they're getting yelled at too much, so they have to try. I think that's what we're going to see from this hockey game moving forward is that the Blackhawks are going to really try, and the Sabres are going to try to not screw it up. Try not screw it up, Sabres. Sabres are just icing the puck for no reason. And this is one of the weird things that, like, even sometimes when you get too much advantage, right? That's when you can also suffer when you have too much advantage because you get too cocky, and then you get too cocky, and then you just start making silly plays. Like you just like, oh, we're gonna start doing behind the back no look passes and stuff, and then you send it into you do a takeaway or giveaway, and then you just lose. Dude, 27 hits for the Blackhawks. That's some good rough hockey. But 17 for the Sabres, so they're still doing stuff. Obviously, they got a lot this last period with them not having possession of the puck a lot. They definitely had to get possession, and that's what they were doing. You're definitely going to see a lot of hits that way. Now, the Blackhawks are maintaining a lot of possession right now, but they've actually gone back. Oh, a ripper from Krebs, saved by Soderblom. Right there. Power has the puck. They've maintained it. They're holding it in the zone, giving it to the other defenseman. He's going to send it in. Up and over. Up and over. Because the Blackhawks are now at 44% face-off percentage. That's not good. It's not good. 55 for the Sabres, dude. I keep messing them up. Right now, the penalties have also been even, 2 versus each team. Tuck and Krebs for the Sabres, and Kevin Korchinski and TJ Brody for the Blackhawks. Let's see what we got going on for our other games, everybody. Do you ever feel like you watch a game and players just kind of quit because they're like, that's kind of where we're at, and they're just kind of coasting? Oh, my toes. It feels like the Sabres are hella coasting right now. In every other game, there's no goals that have been scored. So the Wild Stars 1-0, 2-4 on the Blues Predators game, 2-6 on the Bruins Blue. I keep saying I want to say Blackhawks for every team, and I literally have said Blackhawks for every team. All right, yo, chat, come on, talk to me. Let me hop in the chat. There you go. Talk to me about your favorite teams. Who do you like? Who do you not like? What's that happening? Don't redeem those points. All right, sorry for that brief intermission. Blackhawks shovel it in, unable to do anything with it. Oh, wow, the Sabres fans are actually getting off their feet, doing the wave. I mean, you see a lot of red in there. I wish they forced teams so that there could only be one primary color of all teams. So some teams would legitimately get access to, like, you get green, we get blue. Imagine getting green, or like blue is your color. Yeah, we got to pick first. We get blue. Because there's way too many teams that have way too much blue, red, and orange. Blue, red, and orange. They're everywhere. And white. Oh, it's gross. Need more colors in the NHL. So many blue and red teams. It's so boring. It's so boring. You definitely need a lot more accents. You definitely need a better variety in the league. And you don't want to do it like the Predators and do like mustard yellow. And it's not just mustard yellow, it's like full mustard yellow. And like there's no accents on it. If they had more of the navy blue accents, I think it could be gorgeous. And I do like the fact that it's just a completely different color, but I just don't feel like they have enough accents on the sweater for it to really pop and for you to really get your caught by its attention. Anyways. Hey, Red Wings scored. Lucas Raymond's 14th of the season. So they're not dead. They're not dead. Now Blackhawks, they're just trying to get picks. They're trying to get Bedard, Dickinson. They're trying to get them exposure. They had to get rid of. I think the team culture was getting really poor. I think they had to fling out DeBrincat. I think they had to fling out Doc. I think they're like, we're just going to reboot. We're going to reboot with Bedard and whoever else comes after him. And I think another reason why they do that is that you keep Bedard and you keep a guy like Foligno. And then after Foligno goes, he retires, right? And Hall retires, right? Or goes. At that point, Bedard is so confident that he doesn't have to worry about that anymore. Bedard's going to be so confident that all those things aren't going to affect him or matter to him. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, especially with Bedard. Is that eventually some of these things aren't going to matter. He's going to be able to supersede things, but for now he needs a team. He needs a lot of support, and he'll be able to develop as a good captain. And he's going to learn. He's going to teach the players that come after him how to play the right way. He's going to learn how to play the right way, and he's going to maintain that culture, and he's going to pass that culture on to the next young players after him. Here we go. Slap shot. Blackhawks unable to do anything. Hall sends it back to the line. Blackhawks skated in with some power, some speed. Shot. Bounced off the post. Right in front. Blackhawks are scrambling. The Sabres don't even, they're just watching. They don't even care. They literally scored four goals in the first period, and they're like, I don't care. But now they're in the offensive zone. Curling. Shot. No good. Blackhawks out of gas. Bertuzzi's going to like, I'm just going to kind of pass it on to Bedard. He tries to jump past some guy at the boards, completely misses the puck, and now somehow the Blackhawks have it in their zone. Okay. Blackhawks get it out. Skating it in now. Nazar. He gets muscled away. Donato can't get it. Scramble in the middle. Donato maintains. Ripper gets no timber. Here we go. 2-on-1 developing. Benson rips it off the paddle, off the pads. Donato skating with some power, skating with some speed, some velocity, some ferocity. His stick gets caught up in Dahlin's armpit. Loses to Dahlin, loses the emphasis, loses the boost. And now there's a battle along the boards. Sabres maintain. And Benson back with it. He's just going to dump it. He's out of gas. He's out of gas. 5:41 to go in this hockey game. Shot to the net. Oh, those cross checks. I'd be careful if I was the Blackhawks. 15 to 30 shots. So they're still doubling them, but their last 20 shots haven't done a thing. And do you analyze that if you're the Sabres? Those last 20 shots haven't gotten you any progress. 20 shots and no progress. That's got to be depressing, right? It's a lot of shots. with nothing to talk about it, nothing to be able to speak about it. That's awful. That's embarrassing, right? Now, moving on to the hits, 28 to 18 hits. Still a ridiculous amount of physicality from the Blackhawks. I would personally like to see them around 40, 50 hits. Play some playoff hockey. Show the team how to get desperate. You show a team how to hit. You show a team how to be physical. You get their heart in the game. Obviously, you get down that quick, that early, you're going to get less determined. Obviously, 2 shots, everything's going wrong. You got to figure out life. Oh, damn, that's a beautiful tablet. It's a Galaxy tablet. Anyways, look at me getting distracted by tech. Face-off win percentage, the Sabres are still winning with 56%, or doing better. 9 block shots by the Blackhawks and 11 by the Sabres. The Blackhawks used to have more block shots. Now the Sabres are the ones jumping in front of the net. Obviously, with the Blackhawks getting 13 more shots on net within the last 2 periods, they're doing something, right? They're moving, they're trying. And the Sabres are stopping. The Sabres are stopping them. The Sabres aren't allowing anything to happen. Pretty cool, honestly. Takeaways 4-4. So takeaways 4-4 for each team. So they're both not doing too great in that. 13-7 on giveaways. That's pretty much how I'm telling you the Sabres are winning. All the giveaways in the first period definitely is contributing to the blowout that's going on in this hockey game. Absolute blowout. Absolute blowout. Here we go. Puck is dropped. Blackhawks get the puck. They're going to just send it up. 2 passes, and the puck is up. Byram can't even stick handle, loses it in the back of the zone, and the Blackhawks have it. Oh, no, pocket picked. For the hat trick. Back, fourth shot, score! Alex Tuch with his 3rd goal. We talked about it at the beginning of the match. He hadn't scored a goal in 12 games. He's now at his 3rd goal this game. What a beautiful Christmas present. Happy New Year to the Buffalo Sabres. You defeat the New York Islanders 7-1. You are close to defeating the Chicago Blackhawks. 6-1. Did I say the Buffalo Sabres? You defeated the New York Islanders 7-1. You're about to defeat the Chicago Blackhawks 6-2. Tuch absolutely just Dougie's on Vlasic. Picks his pocket, skates all the way down, shoots it right over Soderblom's shoulder. No chance, no shot, didn't even move. This team is stunned. Sabres, beautiful play, beautiful hockey. Hat trick. Alex Tuch. Exactly what we were talking about in today's tips of the game. Tuch has to get scoring for this team to start doing well. And that's what you need. You need some smiles. You need some hat tricks. You need some mojo. You need some motivation. You need some vibes. You know what? You need a wavy team. You need your team to just kind of be shoulders up and loose. And they're definitely feeling that way now. And I'm really happy to see Tuch is exactly what that organization needs. They need a guy that believes in the team and wants to be there. He's both of those things. He has both of those attributes. Now, obviously, from the beginning of the game, it was pretty much over 4-0 in the first period. Even though we know that the Sabres can cough up a 4-0 lead. They've done it before this entire season. Oh, I'm on a row and juice. That's okay. I'll finish the game. I'll finish the game. So, actually, because I'm watching that, so I can watch the game, I guess. All right. Yeah, I mean, the game is pretty much over, but like we said, the Sabres can choke stuff up, but this is where we're at. It's highly, highly unlikely at this point. Highly unlikely the Blackhawks will even pull their goalie at this point. A 4-goal deficit with 4 minutes and 21 seconds to go. You're not a team talented enough to score a goal a minute. And getting the extra goal against you is just kind of, you don't need to get laughed out of the enemy's arena, and that would definitely be a laughed at play. Red Wings scored their second goal, so it's 2-5. Hey, it's almost like this game. Predators scored their third goal, so it's a 3-4 game there. Teams are catching up. Blackhawks attempting to maintain some pressure in the Sabre zone. Looks like they got, oh, nope. They're going to have to get rid of it. Blackhawks got to skate it up now, trying to generate some offense. Bertuzzi to Bedard. Can't get it over to Jones. Sabres on the counterattack. Just going to bounce along the boards. Jones gets it and sends it back. Allen, I don't know who you are. Taylor Hall gets absolutely sandwiched. Chokes up the puck. Where'd it go? Blackhawks got it. Taylor Hall gets the puck back, and now it's Jones. He's going to curl around, allow the teams to change, get some fresh skaters out. Now you got some guys that are ready to skate. But can they get the puck? Foligno slaps it into the zone. But the Blackhawks, little vigor, little excitement, and unable to do anything with that offensive attack. Just kidding. They're skating in with some power. Foligno actually gets a shot. Sabres make the save. Hockey's still happening. So both teams still trying. And the Sabres get some high energy chances. Definitely some high energy chances. But just too many squeaky goals. So many squeaky goals that just went right past the goalie. Or just a couple of laser beams where the goalie just really couldn't react fast enough to the player shooting the puck. Third career hat trick, they're saying, for Alex Tuch, is first since April 1st, April Fools of last year. Oh, Sabres, miscommunication. They relay the puck to nobody. No, they're just dumping now. Vlasic tries to get it in. The Sabres defend easily enough. 2 minutes to go pretty much in this hockey game. Both teams, little excitement left in the hockey game. The Sabres don't mind to keep trying to score. They'll do it. But it's really up to the Blackhawks. If the Blackhawks keep pressing, if the Blackhawks keep choosing to press, the Sabres will try to punch them in the face again. They will. They're like, you know what? If you keep trying to score, we'll F you up. We'll F you up. And it's been beautiful. Honestly, Power hasn't been doing anything this game. I'm going to take out Power and put up Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. He's been doing a lot more this game than Power has. Now, of course, I haven't looked at all the block shots individually and whatnot for the players. Ukko-Pekka obviously keeping them in with the goaltending. All the Sabres, they stole it. Can they get a shot? They do, but it goes off the netting. No goals. Chat, you've been so quiet tonight. I know I've been first time back since the Stanley Cup final, so it's been like 5 months, but still, I'm back. I'm ready to go. Got the new place. I'm ready to talk hockey, bro. I'm ready to be here, everybody. Face-off is done. Won by the Blackhawks. McLeod? No, McLeod's on the Sabres, I'm pretty sure. Wild is down by 2 goals. Wild is down by 2 goals. The 0-2 hockey game. Stars just ripped another goal. 1 minute remaining. Blackhawks Dougie so beautifully, but unable to put the puck away. Would have made him feel a little bit better, but another 2-on-1 developing. Here you go, Benson. Shot off the blocker of Soderblom. Beautiful. I mean, he didn't really move. Benson didn't really Dougie. Another opportunity, a ripper. Oh, and Soderblom, he got really lucky. He saved that puck between the pads. He was looking all around the place. The players were all holding their breath. Beautiful skate down the ice. And Benson goes for a right underneath the blocker. Looks like Soderblom read that play. 38 seconds to go. Round up to 40. Hockey game's over. Blackhawks aren't coming back from this. But doesn't mean the Sabres aren't going to try to jam another goal down the throat of their opponent. I mean, get the stats so you can get the stats. Show up while you can show up. All right, face-off. It's in the back end. Sabres got it. Power looks away, fakes it, sends it right to the guy right next to him. Oh, beautiful, Dougie. Is that McLeod? I think it is. Another Dougie. Thanks, ref. He gets in the way. Rough battle behind the net. Sabres still keeping the puck in the zone, forcing the Blackhawks to battle. They're going to board battle. Blackhawks just going to send it out. Sabres going to lay off the hits. Time expires. 6-2 victory for the Sabres. Back-to-back wins. Patrick for Alex Tuck. If you're the Sabres, you got to feel pretty good about yourself. Yeah, feel pretty good about yourself. All right, everybody. Let's get into about a 5-minute recap. I'll answer any questions in the chat. And then I'm going to head out for the night. Testing out the stream. I will be live tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I will be doing the Kraken and Canucks game tomorrow. So make sure you're back for that game. But let's talk about this hockey. So, for this game, first period, Buffalo Sabres. And 10 minutes in, Benson scores with his 6th of the season, assisted by Dahlin and Byram. Dahlin's 18th of the season, assists. Byram's 15th of the season. Then at 12:23, Tuck scores his 10th of the season, assisted by Thompson's 10th and Dahlin's 19th. Quinn then scores at 12:38. So 12 seconds or 15 seconds later, we decided. His 5th of the season, assisted by Cousins, his 11th, and Paterka, his 16th. Stats are going up. And then at 19:18 of the 4th, Cousins scores his 8th of the season, assisted by Quinn, his 6th. Second period, Bertuzzi's the only player that scores. He gets his 11th of the season, assisted by Hall, his 12th, and Bedard's 22nd. Finally getting into the third period of the game. Jones, his 3rd of the game, assisted by Maroon, his 8th assist, and Reichel's 8th assist. I told you Reichel, he's gonna be playing some big minutes. That's a big sub. All right. I got a little distracted. Food is here. So Alex Tuck, like I said, he got his 3rd goal of the night, or second goal of the night in the 3rd period. His 11th of the season, assisted by McLeod, his 11th, and Lafferty, his 1st point. So Lafferty hasn't done anything this season. And finally, at 15:06, Tuck's 12th of the season, really getting on the board tonight. His third hat trick of his career. Last hat trick, of course, being April 1st of last year, 2023. Beautiful. Absolute beauties as far as the goals that have been scored tonight. Thanks for coming by, Pops. It was really fun kind of going over the game. 35 total shots for the Sabres, 17 for the Blackhawks. So the Sabres double the goals. I mean, they pretty much got one every 5 shots, they got a goal. Blackhawks, every 8 shots, they practically got a goal. So almost pretty much the same thing, about a pretty high chance to get a goal. The faceoffs evened up with only 51% being in the favor of the Sabres. Blackhawks with 49%. And other than that, let's get into the last nitty-gritty of the stats for tonight, everybody. Let's look at them together. Yeah, to put my do not disturb on. There we go. Team stats, shots, we went over those. Hits, 31 to 22. So the Sabres definitely did catch up. Definitely the result of that was they just weren't scoring the goals anymore. The Blackhawks started getting possession of the puck, started scoring goals, had to get the possession back. How do you do that? You hit them. Power play opportunities, they're saying 1 of each. Total penalties, they both got 2 each. Block shots, 9 to 11, so pretty close. The Sabres actually took the block shots away lead at the end of it, which is pretty funny in my opinion. Obviously, in the second and third period, they weren't really controlling the puck as well as they were in the first, even though they did score the 2 goals in the third, completely sealing the deal. They were blocking some shots. They weren't as good. They weren't maintaining the possession as well as they were. Takeaways, the Sabres did end up giving another extra takeaway, so it was 5-4 with the Sabres leading those takeaways. Finally, giveaways 19-8 favoring the Blackhawks. So you'll lose the game when you don't have possession. It's pretty simple. It's pretty easy. And when you give the puck to the opponent, that's how you not win. When you say, here's the puck, that's not winning. That does not help you win. Don't do that if you want to win. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. All right, I'll check the chat. Do we have any chatters? No chatters tonight. That's all right. Everybody, I appreciate you stopping by tonight for the stream. It was a good time. I had a really good time. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be talking hockey. We're going to be talking a lot more hockey. Make sure you make it back because we are going to be live tomorrow for the Canucks against the Kraken game at 1 o'clock. I'll be live for that entire game. And pay attention to my X account as well. That's what I will be starting to post my schedules. I'll be maintaining a lot of conversation with my chat. Be there. Let's talk hockey. It's going to be a great time. We Taken is all about talking hockey. We're going to talk hockey. We're going to theorize. We're going to gloat. We're going to daydream. We're just going to talk everything hockey, all right? Hey, Nova Lance, thanks for stopping by. Hey, Jan is in the chat. Thank you. It's been great. We had some great viewers tonight. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. This has been Wikaken. Thank you for watching. It's been a good stream. We'll see you at the next one. Have a good night. Take it easy. It's been fun.